Good morning, everyone. I am Mackenzie Jackson, CEO and co-founder of Alliance Studios, and I'm thrilled to be here today to talk about something that my team and I are incredibly passionate about, and that is creating immersive branded experiences in UEFN. And Alliance Studios, my team has been a leader in creating branded experiences and integrations inside Fortnite. And today I'm excited to share some insights into our journey, the strategies that fuel our success, and the collaborations that make it all possible. But before we dive in, I want to quickly introduce myself for those who have not met me yet. As I mentioned, my name is Mackenzie, and some of you might know me by my gamer tag, MacJack. I was born and raised in Indianapolis, Indiana, in a close-knit family who has shaped who I am today. And I have my brothers to thank for introducing me to gaming. It was back in 2017 when we first downloaded Fortnite, the free-to-play battle royale that took the world by storm. But it wasn't until 2018 that Fortnite Creative was released that I found my true passion in the space. And from that moment, I dove headfirst into creating. And along the way, I met some incredible people who have shaped my journey. One of those people is my partner, Simon. We connected through a community called FCHQ back in 2019, where we honed our skills as creators every single day, just really connecting and growing our friendship. And the journey has honestly been nothing short of extraordinary, filled with lessons, growth, and amazing opportunities. And in 2019, we launched the first ever UGC commercial experience inside Fortnite. And then shortly after, we established Alliance Studios. A little bit about Alliance. We were founded in 2019. We just celebrated our 5th year anniversary. And I'm proud to say that our team has grown to an amazing 14 talented remote-based members, and most of them are actually in the audience with us today. If you have not had a chance to say hi to them, I definitely recommend doing so. They're some of my favorite people in the world. Anyways, thanks to our commercial work, we have been able to create a sustainable business model. We've partnered with over 40 global brands. We've released more than 100 games, and we've reached over 1 billion plays across all of our projects. Honestly, I could not be more proud of the success that we have had, and I'm so excited to see where we continue to grow to. Just a little brief agenda of what I'm going to be covering today. First, I'm going to do just a brief overview of UEFN. Then I'm going to talk about the intersection of gaming and branding, exploring why both brands and developers should embrace this platform. Then we're going to dive into the concept of innovation, followed by collaboration, highlighting the importance of partnerships and the strategic steps that lead to the development of successful projects. Then we're going to address some of the challenges both in working in the commercial space and within the platform itself. And then I'm going to share a short case study from one of our projects to provide some insight into something that has worked for us. And then I'm going to wrap up with some closing thoughts and end with some Q&A. All right, let's kick things off by talking about UEFN, or Unreal Editor for Fortnite, and why it's such a game changer. So UEFN is a tool that lets creators design, build, and launch custom experiences directly within Fortnite. It combines the power of Unreal Engine with the reach and engagement of Fortnite's massive player base. Whether you're creating fully immersive worlds or integrating branded experiences, UEFN allows both developers and brands to innovate in ways that have never been done before. And this tool empowers developers to create immersive branded experiences or entirely new gameplay modes, blending traditional game development with Fortnite's unique social and interactive elements. It's a major step forward in Fortnite's evolution into more of a platform for creative expression and branded content, not just the Battle Royale game that a lot of people still recognize it as. So to simplify it, UEFN is the engine that we are developing our games on, and what makes it unique is you are publishing directly into Fortnite, where your game becomes accessible through the Fortnite Discovery menu, which hosts a lot of content that is always evolving. And now previously when we were working in Fortnite Creative 1.0, we faced some significant limitations, especially with our branded projects. While there was plenty of creative potential, we had to use quite a few workarounds. For example, in our Doritos 1.0 experience, we had to kit bash thousands of small primitives just to create a single logo in the game. So you can imagine the amount of time it took to build some of these branded experiences back in the 1.0 space. Now with the release of UEFN last year, we gained access to a much more advanced set of tools. The capabilities allow for greater customization and enable us to make more complex, polished games and experiences. So we can now seamlessly integrate custom content, saving both time and resources. And here's another example from our Doritos Mart prop hunt that we built in UEFN. We were able to introduce advanced custom assets, easily importing them into the content browser and then directly into the game. And it allowed us to implement branding in more authentic and creative ways. We can now build the brand identity right down to the smallest detail. Even in this map, we have the shopping carts all labeled with the store name on it, and that's something that was just not quite possible in the 1.0 space. Now we've covered what UEFN offers, let's explore why this platform is essential for both brands and developers. One of the most exciting developments in recent years is the intersection of gaming and branding. And it's not just a trend, it's a shift in how brands and consumers are engaging with each other. And gaming is at the forefront of the transformation. Marketing in gaming is actually nothing new. Brands have been making appearances in video games for decades. One of the earliest examples was Tapper, a game that was released in the early 80s where players served Budweiser to virtual patrons. Effectively, Tapper worked as an interactive advertisement. And I do believe this was one of the first, if not the first, branded or commercial activations in gaming. But what is new? New is happening right now. We're not just witnessing it, we're actively creating it. The foundation that Epic has laid through their strategic partnerships, the in-game concerts, events, and immersive storytelling, it's nothing short of groundbreaking. From breaking down barriers to crossplay, to navigating high-stake legal challenges, what Fortnite and Epic have achieved in just 7 short years is so inspiring. We've seen the iconic IPs make their way into the space, which has allowed players to dress up as their favorite characters, attend virtual concerts, and share these moments with friends across the globe. All within Fortnite. It's seriously so remarkable. And at its heart, we know gaming is immersive. Players are not just passive consumers. They are active creators of their own experiences, shaping the narratives as they're engaging. And that's why the opportunity for brands is so compelling. It's not about ads disrupting the experience, it's about enhancing it. And when branding is done right, it elevates the game world, creating a seamless, meaningful interaction that resonates with players, making them feel both connected to the game and to the brand itself. Now, the rapid rise of Fortnite and UEFN highlight the broader trend of gaming as a dominant entertainment platform. And as the lines between gaming and social media continue to blur, platforms like Fortnite are becoming essential to brand marketing strategies, particularly those looking for younger audiences. And this shift marks the beginning of a new era, where interactive and immersive storytelling will most likely become the standard in advertisement. But what does that look like in practice? It means moving beyond traditional advertising formats like banners or pop-ups or video ads and more into dynamic approaches. So brands can now create entire worlds, interactive quests, or branded items that are aligning with their identity. And the integration makes the brand a seamless part of the game world, something that players are actively engaging with rather than just skipping or ignoring. While Epic has developed some strong branded experiences and concerts, they often take years of development, and not every brand can get that type of treatment. So for brands looking to get in, the next best thing is collaborating with smaller UGC studios and creators like ours. And this allows for the development of games and experiences independently without the lengthy pipelines that working directly with Epic often requires. Now, why is it important for brands? Well, brands are always looking for new ways to connect with their audiences. Gaming is one of the most effective mediums to do that. The gaming audience, especially within platforms like Fortnite, it's incredibly diverse and engaged. They spend hours immersed, hours. And it's not just about exposure, it's about engagement. Traditional advertising might give you visibility, but gaming offers interaction. Players are doing something with your brand. Whether it's completing challenges or earning rewards or exploring branded environments, they're actively participating. And this builds a deeper emotional connection with the brand. And the data speaks for itself. Fortnite boasts over 500 million registered users. 40% of their playtime is dedicated to UGC games and experiences. And gaming also extends beyond just playing. It's a social experience. In 2024 alone, over 165 million hours of Fortnite gameplay have been live streamed. What's more, branded games are well received, particularly by young Gen Z players, with a study by Super Awesome showing that Fortnite is seen as a more effective advertising platform than most other mediums. And for the developers in the crowd, I know that brand partnerships might not appeal to everyone. Some of us simply want to focus on creating our own original games, but it is really important to recognize the many positives that come with brand collaborations. Working with brands opens the door to exciting new creative opportunities, and it's no longer about just building games. It's about crafting tailored experiences that align with the brand's message while still delivering a fun and engaging gameplay. And this challenges us as creators to think outside of the box, ensuring that branded content feels natural and enjoyable for our players. And on top of that, brands bring valuable resources and bigger audiences. These collaborations help developers take their work to new levels and get noticed by more players. As game developers, our goal should be visibility. And working with a well-known brand can boost visibility and attract attention to your projects. We also know that new user acquisition is a key metric in Epic's engagement program, directly impacting our own payouts. So brand collaborations put this opportunity front and center. Now it is our job to innovate and partner with these brands and to create authentic, engaging experiences that players genuinely want to interact with. But what is innovation? And how do we bring a brand into this ecosystem in the best way? We often think innovation is a groundbreaking technology or revolutionary ideas, but it's not always about the monumental leaps. Innovation is just as much about taking existing concepts and pushing them further, finding creative ways to solve problems, enhancing player engagement, and creating experiences that last. And in any project, we have to balance what's desirable, what's feasible, and what's viable. Desirability is what everyone wants, whether it's us, our clients, or the players. But it doesn't stop there. Feasibility asks, what can we realistically do with the resources we have at hand? Whether it's money, people, or time, maybe we can reuse an asset. Maybe we can collaborate on a new idea or explore some untapped potential. Finally, viability ensures that our efforts make commercial sense. Even the most ambitious projects need sustainability. Every collaboration that we take on must serve a purpose, whether it's generating revenue, building brand equity, or growing our audience. And when you overlap desirability, feasibility, and viability, you get something truly powerful. And that's an experience that people want, that we can deliver, and it makes sense to pursue. And these are the true tests of innovation. And at Alliance, innovation isn't just about creating games or branded content. It's about crafting immersive, authentic experiences that resonate with players and bring value to the brand. And brands come to us with some unique challenges, and through some experimentation, we expand what's possible within UEFN. Even the small changes, like introducing a branded NPC or a quest, can have a huge impact, allowing us to evolve and test without overhauling an entire system. Not every brand needs a massive custom world right away. Sometimes the best strategy is to start small by integrating into or enhancing a trend that already resonates with the Fortnite players. These small innovations often have the greatest impact because they fit naturally into the experiences that players are already loving. And in the end, what may seem like a small step today could lay the foundation for something much bigger tomorrow. Now, one of the most important aspects of creating branded experiences in UEFN is collaboration. And collaboration goes beyond just aligning on goals. It's about bringing the right voices together. While having the right people within our development team at Alliance is crucial, we take a multifaceted approach that recognizes that collaboration extends far beyond our own studio walls. Partnering with external experts and key stakeholders, that it ensures that we create experiences that are not only innovative, but are deeply impactful. Brands, they bring their identity, their audience insights, and their resources. They know their customers and they know how to connect with them. And we as developers, we contribute our expertise in game design, storytelling, and player engagement to make the experience immersive and enjoyable. And then there's the community. The players themselves are essential. Engaging with them and understanding their feedback and making sure that what we create truly resonates ensures that the branded content feels authentic and meaningful. But it's not just us and the brands. Often the forgotten puzzle piece is marketing. And it's not just enough to build a game anymore. Marketing in Fortnite is still an untapped space. And I will acknowledge firsthand, it is a bit limiting in how we can promote our games within the ecosystem right now. The onboarding process, especially for new players, is when we're trying to drive attention to specific games, can be challenging. And often it lacks the seamless user experience that we all are desperate for. However, that doesn't mean that we should overlook its importance. Finding creative ways to market your game is essential. Whether it's leveraging in-game discovery or working with influencers or building external campaigns on social media and streaming platforms, we need to be thinking strategically about how to get our games in front of the right players. And while Fortnite's current onboarding process can be frustrating, we can still tap into the power of community building, direct engagement, and consistent content updates to keep players coming back. And the key is not to just rely on Fortnite's ecosystem, but to combine it with the broader marketing efforts that bridge the gap between development and player engagement. And I will always say, more brains are always better than one. That's because collaboration brings a wealth of diverse ideas, skills, and perspectives that one person or even team alone can't match. And when we bring together developers, marketers, influencers, and even the community, we're tapping into a collective pool of creativity and expertise. And each person brings their own unique strengths to the table, allowing us to solve problems in ways that we might not have thought of alone. And the more minds that we have working to solve a challenge, the greater our chance to push boundaries and to create something that's truly remarkable. Of course, we all know it's not always smooth sailing. Working in the commercial space comes with its own challenges, especially when balancing creative vision with brand guidelines. Brands often arrive with strict requirements, everything from specific colors and logos to messaging that must be adhered to precisely. And as for brands that are new to gaming, concerns over sensitive content, such as weapon gameplay, can bring significant hurdles. And as developers, we must protect our creative freedom while ensuring that the brand's identity is respected. And the key to overcoming this is communication. We collaborate closely with brands to find creative solutions, understanding that progress is sometimes made in small, steady steps. When a brand has a vision that doesn't naturally translate into gameplay, that's where we step in as guides, helping them to see what's possible within UEFN without compromising player experience or brand integrity. And the flexibility is essential. It's not just about what we as creators want. It's about aligning with shared goals and embracing the content evolution of this space. What worked in the past might not work today. And games that we weren't sure about can exceed our expectations with the right marketing strategy. That's the beauty in the unknown. And facing challenges head on with an open mind leads to growth, innovation, and learning. And on top of the brand considerations, we also have challenges inherent to the platform itself. Fortnite Creative, or UEFN, are incredibly powerful tools, but they are evolving rapidly. Each new update requires us to stay agile, constantly iterating to refine and optimize the experience until it's just right. And this ecosystem is vast and growing rapidly with a broad and diverse audience. Discovery, moderation, and platform issues can weigh heavily on our bottom line, and that's why having a solid strategy in place is essential for mitigating some of those risks and ensuring that we have some success with our branded experiences. And lastly, the current limitations around marketing specific games, like I mentioned before, the lack of expanded monetization options as well within the platform, those can cause a lot of frustrations for both developers and brands looking to create sustainable businesses in this space. And the hurdles are real, but this ecosystem continues to evolve. So too do our opportunities to navigate them and create lasting, impactful experiences. All right, now there have been quite a few branded experiences and integrations in Fortnite since the early days. And while some have been hits and others have been misses, I would like to walk you through a short case study of one of our successful projects this year. In partnership with Zoned, Moonlight Studios, and Moisty Media, developed by Alliance Studios, here is a look at Prime Hydration Red versus
Just ignore the laughter. What do you think?
You're in your prime. Congratulations. Give him all. 5 kills in a row? Cherry freeze. A storm is coming. Wow, your head is good. Headshot. So much fun to have.
All right, released on January 19th, 2024, Prime Red vs. Blue is a 10v10 team deathmatch mode built on the popular Red vs. Blue format. And in this mode, players are starting with basic Fortnite weapons, and they earn coins through gameplay and unlock new weapons and exclusive Prime-themed power-ups. The goal for this was to promote Prime's new Cherry Freeze flavor, and our challenge was to integrate Prime's branding subtly yet meaningfully without disrupting the integrity of the fan favorite game mode. So how did we achieve success? We took the familiar Red vs. Blue concept and we made it unique by integrating Prime's brand in a way that felt organic and engaging, avoiding the typical approach of just slapping a logo. We embedded Prime's identity down into the game mechanics, the visuals, and rewards, turning the mode into an immersive experience. And this approach showed how seamlessly a brand can merge with existing gameplay to enhance both the brand and player experience without it feeling forced. So traditional Red vs. Blues, they solely focus on team combat, but Prime Red vs. Blue added more layers of engagement. We introduced branded challenges, interactive features, and custom rewards tied to Prime, which kept players invested beyond simply winning matches. So to make the branding truly fun, we added product promotion. We introduced the Cherry Freeze event, a random event where players could trigger by going up to a gumball machine once they had collected enough gold. When it was activated, the entire arena would frost over, causing the players to slide on an icy surface and changing the visuals of the map. And this event only lasted 5 minutes to ensure that the gameplay would return to normal, maintaining the balance and keeping things exciting. We also implemented custom 3D modeled Prime hydration bottles that players could enter and use as a mode of transportation, launching them from the top of the bottle across the map. These small but impactful details set the mode apart, creating visually unique and memorable experiences. And we know players are drawn to brands that they recognize and love, and Prime has built a strong appeal among younger audiences, especially those engaged in sports, fitness, and social media. And integrating Prime into Fortnite added another layer of excitement, allowing the fans of the brand to experience it in a whole new way. And we leveraged Prime's founders, KSI and Logan Paul, who are huge figures in both entertainment and gaming. Our media partners on the project, Moisty Media, created custom 3D referee skins of both KSI and Logan Paul for the trailer that we then implemented into the map design by scaling them up and having them tower over the battlefield. And one of my favorite features in UEFN is the ability to import custom audio. And for this project, we took full advantage of that by having KSI and Logan Paul record hilarious voiceover clips that players would hear throughout the map. So if they got a headshot or discovered a hidden room, they would hear a funny voiceover from either KSI or Logan Paul. And small touches like that really added humor and personality to the experience. I've got a small clip here of a voiceover.
Oh, it's prom time, baby.
And listening to the raw footage and when he sent through, it's honestly some of the funnest work that we've had to do this year. It was great. As previously emphasized, collaborations and partnerships are fundamental to achieving success. And for this project, we teamed up with Zoned and Moonlight Studios to develop a comprehensive go-to-market strategy. The official launch took place on January 19th, and the rollout was amplified with tweets from Prime Hydration account, which were then retweeted by the co-founders KSI and Logan Paul. What truly stood out to me was the genuine excitement that they brought to their retweets. They added personal flair and a call to action to help generate significant buzz among their audiences, contributing to the overall hype surrounding the project. And for us, post-launch strategies could include a variety of tactics aimed at sustaining engagement, increasing visibility, and driving long-term success for your games. Live ops is crucial in sustaining the community engagement for this project. By regularly releasing new content and making subtle updates, such as tweaking the thumbnail to signal new additions, we were able to maintain players' interest and excitement over time. And our lead programmer and analyst, Dominic Catalani, or Dolphin Dom, closely monitored the project's performance throughout its life cycle. Keeping a pulse on players' reactions is key to making informed adjustments. But timing is just as critical. Making changes too early or too often can disrupt the player's experience. So for example, while our partners were eager to push an update after our strong launch, Dom stepped in and advised against immediate changes. At the time, we were still in the XP calibration phase, which is a process that's highly important to this Fortnite audience. So releasing updates prematurely would have extended that calibration period, potentially frustrating our players who deeply care about the XP progression. And that said, regular updates and balancing are essential to player retention, and it's when the timing is right that we introduce those new weapons, optimize game mechanics, and eventually launch an external challenge to further reward and engage players. Clear and open communication is absolutely critical to ensuring that all parties fully understand the rationale, the risks, and the opportunities at every stage. I cannot emphasize enough how incredible our partners were throughout this project. The transparent and collaborative dialogue we maintained was key to achieving a smooth and successful activation. And when the timing is right, there are additional amplifications you can leverage to maximize impact. One key strategy we always employ is submitting our games to Epic Picks, which is the only hand-picked row in Fortnite's discovery, which spotlights innovation and quality. And we were really thrilled when our game was selected to be featured in Epic Picks on January 28th. This additional visibility increased our CCU significantly. And with that, we amplified our strategy even further. Just 2 days later, we officially announced a community tournament offering custom Prime red versus blue bottles as an exclusive reward to the top leaderboard players. And this generated a surge of excitement amongst the Prime's fan base especially. They were eager to compete for the chance to win these unique bottles. And launching in-game events and challenges like this not only adds replayability, but it also drives player engagement. By linking these events to leaderboards, to prize giveaways, or exclusive rewards, you encourage players to keep coming back and participating. The results. Well, this map was designed with players in mind, and the results speak for themselves. The game drove significant player engagement. The brand's objective was to spotlight their new cherry freeze flavor, and it was a resounding success. The product sold out in Walmart within the first month. And we had 4.2 million total plays and 935,000 unique players. The average session time reached an impressive 28 minutes. And even on the final day, we still had nearly 1,000 active users playing, as shown in the graph there. Despite the ongoing success, the brand did choose to conclude the game's availability as a part of their broader campaign strategy, which focused more on driving short-term, high-impact visibility for the product launch. And while this approach aligned with their immediate marketing objectives, we believe that had the game remained in discovery, player interest and brand engagement would have continued to thrive. So in short, we think Prime Red vs. Blue succeeded because it was built on an already popular format while introducing high-quality branded elements that felt fresh and engaging to the players. The seamless integration of Prime's brand, coupled with enhanced visuals and features, made it more than just a copy of existing Red vs. Blue maps. It became an experience that players could connect with on multiple levels. Now, we have been really fortunate to develop games for multiple brands, and we've learned a lot throughout this process. We've had the chance to build extravagant worlds, host massive virtual concerts, craft small activations, and create both unique and trending games. And while there are many avenues for brands to enter this space, it's also really important to understand that every brand experience is unique, and building out the right strategy is the important first step. Some of the most impactful strategies come from innovative approaches that attract audiences outside of Fortnite. And as platform limitations with discovery persist, it's vital to focus on creating diverse, high-quality experiences that resonate with different audiences. Brands that bring fresh ideas help expand the ecosystem, offering players more reasons to explore and engage, ultimately enriching the UEFN community. What is the future of branded experiences? I know I'm personally excited to see where Epic continues to grow with their announcements they made this week and constantly. I have no doubt that the future of gaming and branding is going to be incredible. Just some key takeaways. The key to delivering a successful branded experience in UEFN is having a well-crafted strategy that aligns with the goals of all parties involved, while always keeping the player experience at the forefront. Looking forward, we're not just thinking about brands as passive participants in the metaverse. We're envisioning a future where brands become integral to the game world, offering ongoing, evolving experiences to players. And at Alliance, we want to lead this change by continuing to push the boundaries of what's possible within UEFN. We're focused on creating community-driven experiences where the brand plays an active role in building the community. We're inspired by the numerous opportunities that brands have to drive the success of this ecosystem, and I'm really hopeful that more developers and professionals will recognize the value of collaboration and seize the opportunities to work together. Creating branded experiences in UEFN is a science. But most importantly, it's a collaboration. It's about pushing boundaries, embracing innovation, and building experiences that are memorable for the players, but also meaningful for our brands. All right, thank you for joining me on this deep dive. I do hope this inspired you to think differently about the intersection of gaming, branding, and collaboration. And I would love to hear any thoughts and questions. Please come up to the mic if you have any.